Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Food, Wine, and Whiskey. I am Rob, and back on the show, Carter and Dave. How you guys doing?
Doing well on this fine Sunday.
Yeah, holiday weekend.
Yep.
I smell some nice grapes in front of me.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little late on that, but
Yeah,
I tried.
it's okay. It's
Made the
okay.
effort. Okay, so today is just a little wine. I mean, not much, just 6 glasses in front of us. So
I mean, they're not full to the brim.
It's called a start.
Yeah.
it is a start, isn't it?
I'm entering, into the Labor Day weekend,
Yeah.
strong here. I guess Friday.
Entering into?
Well, I
It's
mean,
Sunday.
tomorrow is Labor Day,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yeah, so.
You're right in the middle of your pace. You're just like 26-mile run. You're at mile 15 and you're going strong.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to go through this hodgepodge of things.
Yeah. So we're not exactly sure what we're doing.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out the topic.
I shot
But it
something
does
out
include
and-
wine.
Yeah, as you can tell. I shot this out and to us three, and we all kind of took it a different way. But I think ultimately, here's what we're doing. We're going to taste through some wines, and we all kind of interpreted what I'd said a different way. What I was trying to do was find something that we hadn't, we used to drink and drink a lot that we don't necessarily drink anymore, and then put something that we currently drink into this blind. So each of these bottles, you brought 2, Carter, you brought 2, Dave, I provided 2. So we have a 6 wine blind with each of us providing 2. And we know what our 2 bottles are, each of us, but we don't know what the other 4 are. And we don't know where our 2 are in this lineup. So it'll be interesting to see if we know what we brought or, what we like, don't like. It's just kind of let's talk wine. Let's just have a conversation and let's see what we think about what's in these glasses.
Yeah. See if we can pick out our 2.
I know one you brought already.
Yeah, me too.
Because I broke ranks and brought a different style.
Well,
Hey,
and
well.
when your wife goes, you brought one I like that you like all right, but I like way better. Yeah.
It was
We
kind of a
knew
dead-
what it was.
Dead giveaway.
dead giveaway.
And here it is.
So everything.
let me guess which one this is.
So everything is Napa. Like I know
Everything's
I brought.
California.
Okay, I brought 2 Napa, but did you or
One of mine is Napa, one of them, Napa County, and one is Napa Valley. How about
okay?
that?
And one of mine is Napa, and one of mine is not Napa.
Oh,
Not Napa.
let me find the not Napa.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I am at least 1 for 6 on this bad boy.
That's
Sure.
right.
Yeah, me too.
Dave brought this one.
Yeah,
Here's the good news, though. It's good.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not
really,
going to bring
really good.
shitty wine. So
Why would you?
that's right.
I'll say this about it: the nose is nice, like real nice. I haven't tried it yet, but and people who listen to the show know I'm not a huge Pinot Noir fan. So, we'll see.
Well, what makes you say it's a Pinot Noir?
I mean, I have no clue.
Paige?
Paige, she gave it away.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, so
All right. So
should
how do we want to start this?
Well, I mean, let's just go through and nose them. But let's talk about. I started my wine journey in Napa, so that's kind of where we're doing this episode from. So let's go back to the roots and I think all of us did.
Yep.
Yeah.
we?
Definitely.
So kind of going back to our roots and revisiting maybe some things we haven't had in a while. And I was kind of putting that as you grow, you get into nicer wine, so that the price of the wine that you drink early on might be a $10, $15, $20 bottle with your your floor now might be a $25, $30 bottle that you're drinking. That was my approach to this. You guys had a different approach. So I have 2 bottles, one that's in that $10 to $20 range and one that is more than that.
Okay.
And so what was your all's approach to this?
So mine was, I didn't really do anything price range wise. Well, I kind of did. On one of mine,
100 and then 400.
yeah, you would think that. So one of the selections that I brought, I was comparing it to another bottle that I used to buy. Now the price on that bottle used to be a lot less than it is now. But I used to buy a lot of that particular bottle and thinking it was very, very good. and I I found something that I like better that's in the same price range, if not maybe a couple bucks cheaper, that I think is far superior. I probably should have brought the other bottle. But then I would have had to burn like $50.
Oh, that's not what we're burning.
Yeah, I was going to go. You didn't burn at least 50?
I'm burning like 100 and something.
Same.
Oh,
Did you
no.
go cheap?
I'm
Did
talking
Baller
about
go cheap?
I'm talking about one bottle.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
okay.
not talking about. I'm not talking about two bottles.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I would have had to burn about $50 to buy the other wine that I used to
Gotcha.
drink a lot. So
Gotcha.
anyway, and then the other is more of like, I used to like kind of just a general statement. I used to like just some various red blends that were out there. I didn't even know what they were for the most part. I just see red blend. Okay, I'll give it a try. Cool label on it. I remember I used to drink this one, like Force of Nature or something like that. Just because it had a cool
Never
label.
heard of that one.
Again, I was just a stupid. I didn't know what I was doing, so it's just going into the store. Hey, that label looks cool. Let me buy it.
Yep.
So the other is a blended wine out of Napa that I think is really good, and also is not very expensive.
All right.
So
Well, I'm going to tell you, I've nosed them all. I don't think you guys have yet.
Nope.
no, hadn't gotten
But,
into it.
There's not a nose that I find offensive. There's nothing that so nobody brought anything that I just don't like. Even the one I used to drink a long time ago. So it's not like, oh, that's mine.
That's interesting.
I'm trying to see if I have let's try to see if we can pick out since we've got 6, let's pick out our top 3 on the nose.
Just by the nose.
Once we get to that point.
Okay.
Dave, what was your approach to this?
So my approach was our wine journey was a little different than y'all's. We didn't have a favorite beverage, and a doctor that is a friend of mine was big into wine and asked if we wanted to go with him to Napa Valley, and so we did. So fortunately or unfortunately, we didn't start off as beginners in the sense of starting grocery store, off-the-shelf type of wine. It was more, we jumped in with both feet first into the deep end. And, I think the first winery that we ever stopped at where we started drinking wine was Chimney Rock. So that... in Rutherford, so that was kind of our jumping in point. So,
Wow.
Oh, shit, we got some bangers here.
right, so
Dived into the deep end here.
right, so I said, fortunately or unfortunately, pocketbook kind of palate, the other way. So I brought 2 wines. I brought one wine that we discovered on our very first trip to Napa. So that's what we used to drink. Well, it's still what we drink because we really like it. So. And then the other one that I brought was a different style that we've all figured out what it is. And it hasn't really evolved for us in that sense. We still, because I still drink mainly California wines. So it hasn't evolved like you guys.
But it's starting to.
It is. So, but how we started with California wines is kind of what we needed to go to Old World or something different.
Yeah.
Is somebody else to kind of lead the way, because I don't want to wade through all the crap to try and get there.
Yeah.
I know what I like and what I don't like, and I don't need to start at an $8 bottle to figure out that I don't like.
You don't need to commit a 20th crime.
No, exactly. Yeah. The 19 was enough.
19 is plenty. You haven't tried that rosé? That Snoop Dogg rosé?
I thought that one was allocated. I didn't think you could really get it.
No. I got one. You want me to open it?
Yeah, please. I need a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
You guys would shit if I pulled one out right now.
Hey, I'm 6 deep on these.
They must have been party favors.
They're gifts. I'm going to give them away.
All right, so
You guys have any birthdays coming up?
I give one to everybody. All right, so I am leaning toward a couple of them, but for different reasons. Is it?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to take the Pinot out and rate the other 5.
I thought you just wanted top 3, or you wanted to go.
Well, I'm going to rate the other 5. The Pinot might be in my top 3, but I'm trying to figure out from the other.
Oh yeah.
excuse me. Might be smart to start with the Pinot since
Oh, I think so.
it's obviously lighter than
Yeah.
flavor profile and
But I mean, you
Color.
can still put it in. Is it in your top 3 noses?
No,
And
yeah.
It is in mine. Cat out of the bag. No pressure, boys, to put it in your top 3.
What, the Pinot Noir?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to put it in there.
lose.
It is good though. It's 4.
It's 4.
Yeah.
It's knocking at the door. Just
Yeah, just,
Not gonna
it's
let it
right
in.
there. It's just I keep looking through it, and I keep not on the side.
Reading your tasting notes through the wine.
Yeah. Oh, I can really see. I can really see into this wine. Oh man,
All right.
that's really nice. There, that one's super nice.
Okay, you guys have a favorite yet?
I
You
think
want to go
I
3,
do.
2, 1 or 1, 2, 3?
Let's go 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, that's really good. Okay.
Okay.
I think I got it. I can start with 4. The Pinot Noir, number 3.
That's your number 4. Okay.
Yeah,
what's
that's
your,
my number
What's your
4.
3, 2,
That's
1?
your honorable mention.
That's my honorable mention. It really does have a nice nose, for sure. Hold on. That's a banger right there. Also really nice. Okay. Number 5 is my 3.
All right.
It smells a lot like what I would expect to get from a typical wine from the area.
So you said number 5
It's my 3.
is your in the 3 hole.
Okay. Are we all going around like we did last time? We're gonna
Yeah,
do
you
our
go-
3.
You go 3
3, 2, 1.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.
or
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, I've already done the 4. Oh, this is a tough decision. Okay, I'm gonna go 4 is my number 2 and 6 is my number 1.
Okay.
That's a very tough between the last 2.
You
Different.
want, you want me to go next or you want to go next?
Go ahead.
So I'm going to go 6 is 3, 4 is number 2, and 2 is my number 1. So 6, 4, 2 is my rating.
Wow.
Now the pressure's on, Dave.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is.
No pressure. I mean,
Because wine is all about judging people. I mean, if you
Yeah,
don't pick the right
that's
stuff,
right.
I mean,
Obviously, you've
hammers
been
are
on
going to
a-
drop. I'm just saying.
Well, obviously, you've been on a few Facebook groups,
dude,
and seen, that wine is really just about making somebody else feel really bad about their decisions.
If you're not a baller, why play?
Why play?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not dropping,
if you're not drinking a $300 bottle of wine on a Wednesday night, what
mean-
kind of loser are you?
I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
I mean, I'm just scroll
you
by.
save the good shit for
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
yeah,
Yep.
300 is about an average.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not at the shelf on Kroger, I'm not. I mean, that's where I shop.
Yeah.
That's baller, right?
I just look for the glass case, and that's really the only place that I go to.
Whatever is in there, it
That-
has to be good.
It has to be good, no doubt. I think they got. I don't know if you guys have heard of this really good wine called Camus.
Oh.
They put that in that glass
mean-
case, and it must be good.
I think that and the Silver Oak, those two are. I mean, how can you go wrong?
It's hard to go wrong with that.
I know it.
Anything from the Wagner family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Voyager, you're on Voyage 10 right now.
Oh man.
All right. So here are my 3. I'm not going to be like Carter and go with 4. So
I know. I'm always so extra.
he just felt like he felt like he had to qualify the
I was going to go, well, let me
Pinot
give you
Noir.
my 6. Let me just name them all
That's
for
right.
you.
Okay. So for me, my third is the Pinot.
Okay.
My number 2 is number 2, and my number 1 is number 6.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm 6, 4, 2. You're 3, 2, and 6.
Correct.
Okay. And you were... boy, this is confusing. For
5,
everybody.
4, and 6.
There's the bottles. Everybody can see them on the video who's watching on video.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're not, you can go to YouTube
And subscribe to our channel.
yeah, and we're going to start putting out some more video podcasts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Wait till I start taking my shirt off. Then our numbers are really going to go up.
why wait?
Let's just do it now.
Pull that bad boy off.
Yeah.
All right. Are we going
And
to
just for future reference, we might go A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
So that if we're going to do top 3s or top 5s.
Yeah,
so,
numbers and numbers.
Yeah.
6 is 3, 4 is 2, and 1
it's
is
not
1.
confusing at
Yeah.
all.
That's a very good
That's
point.
a good point.
Now
That's a good
shut up and drink wine.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. So how do we going to taste now and give our 3, 2, 1 in the taste?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
All right.
All right. Are we just starting with 1 or are we
Start wherever you
Yeah.
want.
Start wherever you want.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with the Pinot Noir.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to start. I will
Just so it
unjust,
doesn't get beat up by the
I
other
will
ones.
unjustly criticize this thing.
Okay, that's one that I used to drink.
He remembers. That's funny how we all go. Let's start with the Pinot. Everybody grabs 3.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
A little more acidic
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
than I would have thought it would be.
A little less balanced than I was thinking it would be.
Same.
Yeah,
I would agree.
yeah. I mean, it's a very acidic tart. You know.
Tart is a good way.
Yep.
I get a little green on it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought much more red fruit.
I was thinking it was going to be more like raspberry
Right.
type stuff, but from the nose, I was thinking
Right.
that
Yep.
big time. But it doesn't really translate to
No.
the palate, I don't think.
Nope. I don't think it has to worry about being in my top 3 on the palate.
or overall maybe. Depending on.
All right. I don't know what's what, so might as well just.
That's why it's called the blind. Just saying. Nobody thought that was fun. Come on, guys. That was kind of funny. Not
yeah.
really? Not really?
Moderately, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we've got the Cracker Fairy.
Yep. We've got the palate cleansers.
Yeah. I'll make sure to get a lot of crumbs on your table.
Better that than bourbon, she says.
Oh.
Okay. I'm through 2. I'm gonna skip 3. Already did it. So does anybody think, or either one of you think that, besides the Pinot, Dave, your other wine on the nose, did you already kind of,
I think I do.
do you know yours?
But it won't be the first time that I'm wrong.
I think I do.
I have no freaking clue, except I think I know which one might be my low-end one off the nose, but I'm not sure if I'm right, but we'll see.
How many of these coasters do we need? Okay.
We don't need coasters. We don't need coasters.
I mean, they're pretty funny looking, though. I mean,
We'll read some of them.
okay. One of them just is WTF use a coaster. I think this one is pretty nice. Please be considerate, bitches. Don't fuck up the table. That should just say underneath, instead of please, it should just say from Sandra. Use it closer, be classy and shit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. Man, and you know what? Now I've lost my train of thought completely.
Thank you, Sandra.
Yeah.
Let me get you back on track. Pinot Noir is number 3.
You know what? I think you're right. I think you're right.
Okay, it's funny how when I was nosing them, a couple of them couldn't get as much as I wanted, so I didn't rank them. Now that I've tasted a couple, the nose seems to be
Improving?
improving a little bit. And I do want to say these have all been open for more than 30 minutes. So it's not like we just popped them and poured them and sat down. They've been open, probably pushing 45 minutes to an hour before we sat down.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, actually, have you tasted all of them yet?
No. You?
Yes.
Dave?
Not yet. I'm about to taste number 6.
Same.
Some very different wines.
Some have some big tannin still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely going to have to taste back through.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Okay.
Wait, I mixed up 2 and 1.
You get an opportunity to change until we call our shot.
Yep.
But I think, you're right, Dave. You got to taste back through. But on your first time through, is there any that stood out to you? 6, 5, and 2 for me.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I would agree.
6, 5, and 2.
Five,
Pretty
five. I didn't include in my nose, but
It was in my nose, Kathy.
I'm getting a much better nose on it now. I didn't earlier. To me, 4 and 5 were a little muted when we went through and we were kind of picking out our best noses.
Yeah.
Now it's not. 4 to me is still a little muted, but 5 has
it's jumping out of the glass.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it is. Man, that, I hope it's. I think I know which one 5 is. I think it's one that I brought.
Okay. Yeah, so for me right now, 6, 5, and 2, first go through would be my top 3 right now. That's overall. That's after palate and everything because I did like 4 on the palate, but the nose on 5 has gotten so much better, and the palate is just really good.
That might be the most balanced wine in there.
It's leapfrog, yeah. It's pretty.
It's really good from nose through drinking it. Man, 6 is delicious.
Yes, it is.
That's a good wine. And I like 2 also. And I felt 2's nose was a little bit muted. At first, it's another one that I thought that the nose was a little muted, and then now I'm getting more out of it.
Wow. I think 1 is the one I brought. One of the one I brought.
I mean,
I actually like all of these wines.
I do too.
I
mean, there is one that I have that I'm not a big fan of, but out of the 6, I mean, it's still not bad. But it just does. I don't think it compares.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go through one more time, real quick. Make your final call, and we'll start revealing and talking about which ones we like.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to start the other way. I'm going to snake it and go 6 back down to 1.
Okay, cool. Fantasy football draft style.
Fantasy
Yeah, that's what I did.
And 'tis the season.
Yeah. I just did one last night. My wife was really pleased with me.
By the
spending
way,
2 hours.
Just a public service announcement on college football. Pac-12 sucks. I mean, my goodness, that was embarrassing yesterday. Oregon just whooped the crap out of them. I mean, Oregon got the crap whooped out of them by Georgia. Holy cow.
So just
probably shouldn't be talking about this because this ain't going to air for a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. But just for you betting folks out there, if you see a rank next to a Pac-12 school,
Run
away.
Disregard.
Disregard.
All right.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know. The snaking might have hurt some of them.
I'm going to need a cracker if you don't mind, Dave.
Yes, sir.
I think I need to give the palate a little break. Thank you, sir.
Somebody should have tried to sneak some box wine in here.
Maybe they did.
Sweet.
Poured the
Thanks.
box. I poured the box wine in a bottle.
Oh, that's terrible.
That does it every
smart, huh?
time.
So, a little bit of a tangent, since I'll just go. Since we're talking about box wine, we used to have this fraternity function where we would invite the alumni back. You know, they called it wine and cheese party and everything like that. And we get some, nicer bottles of wine, but we'd only get one of them. And then we'd just go back in the back and fill it up with Franzia. I mean, I can't believe that is sad. We were asking people for money, and that's what we were doing. The things you do as a kid,
Yep.
Or in college.
Oh yeah. Yeah. After trying all these, don't try number 3.
Yeah.
That is.
It's like drinking water.
Yeah.
That was a little.
That's really good too.
You guys are you getting close to making a call? Mm-hmm. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
I think I can make a call.
All right. I need a palate cleanser before my final decision.
Damn. Can I put 4 in there?
Why not? You always do anyway.
Let's just rank 6 to.
Like we're going to be able to stop you.
Yeah.
All right, Carter, what's your top 3? All right, let me start with 4.
And not number 4.
Yeah.
Hope you can't hear me chewing over here, strapping on the feedback.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good wine. I got to know what this is.
Okay. I think I can call 2 of them. I can call Pinot,
Yep.
and I think I know what number 1 is.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but I'd be surprised if I am. You want me to lead off with my final?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is overall, even though the nose changed and kind of through the palate. Overall, coming up in 3rd place is number 2. In 2nd place is number 6. And 1st place for me is number 5.
Okay. I'm not the exact same, but basically.
Tell us what you are.
Well, I am a human being with feelings.
All right, here we go. Getting deep now.
So since we wanted to start with, since I'm going to start with my top 4.
Oh, okay. Just do 6. Rate them all.
No, okay. Fine. I'll do 6. 3 is my number 6. Number 1 is my number 5.
Okay.
Oh man, this is bad with the numbers.
Yeah, we got to do ABCs next time.
Okay, so number 4 is my number 4.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go 2.
So is your number 3.
2 is my number 3, 5 and 6. But it
5
was
is
really,
your number 2 and 6 is your number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I very close on the last 2. But very different.
Yep.
But anyway, I guess it depends what kind of mood strikes you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And very, very similar. If I were going to rank them 6 through 1, it would be number 3 is in the 6 hole. Number 1 is in the 5 hole. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is in the 4 hole. 2 is in the 3 hole.
Here it comes.
6 is in number 2.
Oh, in the 2-hole.
Yep, it got jumped by number 5 in the 1-hole.
Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, like I was saying, 5 and 6 could flip for me depending on what kind of mood I was in.
Yep.
Okay.
For me, 6 had the better nose. 5, after drinking it,
Yeah.
to me, it opened up a little more on the nose and a little more depth of flavor for me. A little darker, little
I agree.
better mouthfeel. What 6 was, I was expecting it to really be heavy, jammy fruit just by the color and the nose,
And it's not.
And it's not.
It's not. It almost tastes it's got an old world type of kind of flair to it.
So that's why 5 leapfrog number 6 in the final.
Well, let's start revealing. Since we all had 6, 5, and 2 in our top 3.
We'll save those for last.
Let's start with number 3. I don't know what it could be.
It's a real mystery. I think that's number 3.
All right. So number 3.
If
This is not a Pinot, then we all suck.
We all suck, yeah.
It's
It's foil covered.
All right.
It's from Dave Scott.
Well, it looks.
We're off to a good start.
Yeah.
That's right. And what do you know? Loring Wine Company, Pinot Noir,
What vintage is that?
2020.
Is it 2020?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't suck.
Okay, so that's number 3. Let's go, if you guys are okay with it.
Yep.
Let's do number 1 next, because I think I know what that is. Do you want me to call my wine that I think you know what it is?
Sure.
I think it is the Claret from Francis Coppola.
Okay. Well, let's see. Wow. No.
No. Oh, it's Dave's other wine.
Uh-oh.
That's not where I expected that one to come in. Laura Michael, 2013 Rutherford, Napa Valley.
Holy moly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shock.
That is a shocker.
That is
Let me
a
try that
shocker.
again.
Yeah.
just to make sure.
All of us grab the glass, go, what the hell we miss?
Wow.
I mean,
It's just very muted on the nose. for
yeah,
me.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yes, it
I mean,
is.
Thin on the palate.
Honestly, like, if it's like when we talk about tasting whiskeys, like when you're blinding whiskeys.
Oh, yeah.
If you just were to pour this glass of wine as your first glass,
Might be fantastic.
it might be fantastic. But when you stack it up against all of these other
5 others.
wines, it doesn't hold up.
Yeah. That shocks me.
Yeah, me too. So,
All right, well, let's go with number 4, and this better be the Claret then, or it really is impressive because you already know what's in there now. No,
That's that's one of mine.
that's a
Schoolhouse Mescalanza Zinfandel.
Yeah, and it's got some age on it too. It's like a 2011.
wow. Okay, all right, boys. It's already a little surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
to
I'm
say the least. Because I
mean,
almost
4's
brought
not
that
bad.
wine.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
would have been
I-
interesting.
well. Now there are
4's good though.
Yeah.
No problem with it.
There are. I mean that is a Syrah based wine.
Yeah.
And so there are a lot of cabs in here. I would assume.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
Well, let's start with we all had 2 at number 3.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's reveal number 2, Dave.
Is that too?
This is 2.
Can't believe.
Oh, Inglenook,
Inglenook.
2014
Nice.
Napa Valley Cab.
Nice,
It's a solid wine.
Yep.
solid wine for sure.
Do you boys have realized that Claret is now a $12 wine has made the final 2?
Wow.
I'm a little shocked.
I would say so.
I was all, number 1 is Claret.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so what are we gonna go with next? Just 5 then 6, or are we gonna go? Well, you guys both picked
5 is number 1.
5 as number 1,
So
so
do 6.
Let's do 6.
We'd say officially out of the
I'm
total score.
I'm in shock right now. Really.
That's it. The one that I picked as number one
is Claret,
the Claret.
a $13 bottle.
So in other words, throw all of your other shit at the house away.
Yeah,
and go
I
stock
just
up
go
on
buy the Francis Coppola.
Yep.
You're spending way too much money.
That's
dude.
right. Go to Kroger.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's number 6.
Okay, well, I know what your number ones were because I brought it.
Wow.
Yeah, you do. So let's reveal. Wow, 6 is good.
I agree.
This is a 2018 Peju.
Is that the Cab Franc or the
Just a regular Cabernet Sauvignon.
That's what I thought it was Cab.
But I mean, I love this wine. So
That's
I mean,
hey.
you know.
At least number 1 is a banger. That's a fantastic wine right there.
And like I said, and kind of going off of my why I brought that particular wine, I used to drink a lot of The Prisoner when I first got into wine.
Hey, that's great. That's great stuff.
It was a lot better when it was like $35 and when Orange Swift was
Right.
actually there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But now, I mean, The Prisoner's like $55, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's
and no longer associated with Orange Swift.
Not associated with him at all.
Prisoner Wine Company.
And that Peju is, I got it at Kroger for $52.99.
Okay.
So yeah, for $52.99 you can get this Peju, which to me, I mean, it blows The Prisoner away.
Yeah, but $52.99. Screw that. Just look to the left of that.
I know. Well, yeah, the one that I picked in number one.
$12.99. You can get a 6-pack
That is crazy.
for about the same price as one.
Is
bottle.
it saying something against us, or are we just?
No, dude. Our palates are like, we're good. That's just a really.
We're
good
dialed
wine.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty dialed in. And what? I mean, I'm not a master sommelier or anything like that. But I mean, I think I know what good wine tastes like.
But if you look at it, Inglenook and the Claret are the same producer. You know, that's Francis Coppola.
Yep.
And you're talking about, an $80 wine.
versus a $13 bottle. Rob, I don't know what to say about myself.
Me either.
Okay, so moving on.
Yeah. I mean, it gets back to the point that, you hear a lot of people say you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a good bottle of wine.
Nope.
You can get good bottles for really a lot of money, but there are some that you pay good money for, and they're not as good as some that are quite a bit less, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I went to the grocery store today to get that bottle because I haven't had one for so long. And now I'm like, I need to keep a couple of those in there just on a Tuesday, Wednesday night. It's a solid little pour.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. Not Tuesday, Wednesday. That's my $300 night.
Right.
Probably Thursday.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Thursday? I thought Thursday was your $400 night.
Yeah, I can't. Now I know why I don't own that bottle.
Yeah,
Way below me.
I mean,
That is trash.
Yeah.
I mean, if they would just change the price to $200, I'd buy it. But $12.99, I'm not.
yeah. Screw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beneath you.
Yeah, way beneath me.
Yeah. So I'm still in shock. Just kind of like the movie Bottle Shock. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm blown away because I knew that. I mean, obviously, number 3, the Pinot, was a different style, and I knew that number 4 was a different style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was a Syrah, but I was thinking more Zinfandel, something like that. But with taking those 2 out of the mix, the other 4, I'm shocked with some of those.
Yeah.
There's not a bad wine in here.
No.
It just shows you that from a price standpoint, because we have a big range and difference in cost, that doesn't necessarily matter.
Well, okay, so think about this. How many bottles does Coppola produce of that?
Oh,
I mean, it's in every one.
It comes from Napa County, right? Or look at it. Is it just, it's not Napa Valley. What does it say on the front label?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't?
On the back, it's... yeah, I mean, it says Geyserville, California.
There you go, Geyserville on the map now. That's
Yeah.
a badass wine producing little community right there.
I mean, I think is that within Napa County? It's got to be, right?
Well, the fruit, I mean, unless it said, let me see it. Unless it just says California, but usually it's got to say.
Yeah, it has to say.
By the way, this is the Diamond Collection. There's another.
Well,
reason it's
okay,
so freaking
Diamond
good.
Collection. Dude, like, you can.
It's bottled at Geyserville. See, it's only 13.5% alcohol,
Yeah.
which is pretty low, which is pretty good. I like that alcohol. Doesn't say. I'll have to look it up online and see if it gives you it on the spec sheet.
Yeah. But, I mean, but I guess the point I was trying to make is how much of this wine do they produce? It's got to be just an unbelievable amount every year.
Oh, it is.
You know, and the fact that this bottle can actually hold up against some producers that don't produce very much wine, that
Right.
you know that is more boutique winery, that's crazy. Oh, this is in Sonoma?
What does the producer say?
Uh,
It's in Sonoma.
yeah, it says vented and bottled. Yeah, okay. Well, cool. I hear Nick Cage is a Coppola.
He's related, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think his last name
Was
was
Coppola.
Coppola.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not just Coppola. He is actually related.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to.
I cannot believe one I thought would be holy moly.
I'm still sitting here in shock with that one. So number 1 and number 2 are both Rutherford appellation,
Yeah.
and I mean there's a lot to be said for the winemaker.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. I think we're just sitting here in shock, basically,
Yeah.
that you know, Coppola wine. Holy crap! Yeah, I guess we do. I've been handed a note by
By the producer.
the producer that we need to do another blind and include this one in it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll see if it still holds up in another blind.
Was that from the producer or was that from the research and development department?
You know, we've grown so much. I
It's
mean,
hard
it's
to
just
say.
it's hard to say. I mean, there's 40, 50 people working here, right?
Yeah.
I just signed the checks. I don't know who they're going to. Who's getting them? I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, not me.
I haven't gotten my check yet. So.
No,
That makes
no.
3 of us.
No. I'm just waiting for my student loans to get paid off.
I just transitioned my mortgage to a student loan. So I'm good.
It now identifies as
Yep.
as a mortgage or as a student loan.
Oh,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I mean, that's accepted, isn't it?
Oh, I think so.
It's got to be. Everything's accepted.
Oh man.
I'm breaking my student loan up into about 27 different ones, so that
Yep.
there's 10 grand for each one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, were you able to find out where it came from?
I am Wine Facts.
Okay.
It says
In the meantime, I'm tasting back through them to see where I screwed up.
Yeah, me too.
Because I had to have screwed up.
so. It's got 78% Cabernet Sauvignon, 6% Syrah, 2% Sigillon, 9% Petit Syrah, and 5% Petit Verdot.
In the Claret.
13.5% alcohol, 14 months in French oak.
Wow. So not much time at all.
No.
compared to the others.
compared to the other.
The other cabs.
You got to bottle it and get it on the shelf. I mean,
Yeah.
$13 wine, Dave.
I mean,
can't take up real
They're
estate.
probably selling millions of bottles
Yep.
this a year.
Hundreds of thousands of cases.
I will tell you, I'm not familiar with Segalian wine. Segalin.
I don't know.
Don't
2%, so it's got to be some kind of rounding or something it's doing.
Yeah.
But I'm not familiar with that grape. Petit Verdot, Petit Syrah, Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, yes, but
I mean, I'm tasting it again. It's amazing how good it tastes.
I agree.
I mean, like, what in the hell?
That goes to the blending. I mean,
it's all winemaker.
yep. So, but usually you would think in that bottle of wine, the quality of grapes and where they came from are vastly different to the others in this lineup.
And I got to be honest. When we first nosed and I said, it's muted, I'm not getting much, then it opened up, I went, it's going to be an older wine, or more complex, a nicer wine.
Yeah.
Because it's taken a little while to kind of, show who it is.
Right.
And it's the Claret.
And I just wonder, because it's a claret and a blend of 5 different grapes, whereas the others, I mean, three of the 6 are cab
Heavy. Yeah.
cab heavy. I mean, they're not 100% cab. They're going to have a little bit of.
Well, the Claret's 78% cab.
All right.
That's pretty
that's
heavy
pretty-
cab.
Yep.
Pretty heavy cab.
I'm just
What do you got next?
Yeah. Again, I'm just trying to make shit up now because I can't believe what just happened. So
I mean, that is wild.
That is wild.
I mean, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to finish it. I don't even know that I've ever tried this one.
I don't think I have.
Which one? The Claret?
Claret?
Yeah.
No.
You've never had it?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I mean, I see.
It used to be one we would drink all the time, and we just stopped because we never thought it was a bad wine. I don't ever remember going, this is no longer any good to me. It was just, we kind of found other things. We went up a shelf and started
Right.
spending more money, and I probably don't need to be doing that.
Right.
So is this another argument for, how like a lot of these big vineyards, you got like a Sterling or, whatever that's out there, and people have this stigma against like, oh, that's a big producer of wine, I'm not into that. Is this an argument to say that maybe you should look into it?
Well, here's, I think, Dave, you might say you agree with me that this is my rule and probably Dave and Paige's rule. When I look at a winemaker, somebody who's producing wine, I'm going to try their lower end entry level wines first. If you can make that where it's good, then I know you're going to make a really good, nicer wine.
Yeah.
But if you can't make something that can just be put on the table and enjoyable, if I have to spend a lot of money to get something decent, then I know you're not a winemaker. What you're dependent on is the grapes to be really good.
Yeah.
And so I want somebody who can take what aren't supposed to be high quality, expensive grapes. These obviously aren't expensive at $13 a bottle, but what they're doing with these are really, really good.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, that is incredible.
Yeah. So
That's incredible.
and I think we say the same thing about whiskeys. If you're going to go to whatever whiskey, Wild Turkey, the 101 better be pretty good, and it is. And so
Yeah.
you kind of you go through their portfolio of what you like, and same with Four Roses or Jim Beam or any of those. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing.
yeah.
I guess I'm just not going to overlook that wine. Yeah, a lot of, I think a lot of people at weddings and stuff like that bring, they buy that wine and put it out. I guess that wouldn't be a bad thing to do.
You guys can't see it right now because obviously I took it off, but you know what it comes with that makes it banger, right?
What's that?
It's got that gold, what's it called? That little netting that's in all around it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you show up at a house with that. I mean, people are going, how much did you spend? And
Right.
you're like,
I mean, they're going to be like,
$14.
you that's opulence.
Oh, big time, dude.
God.
Yeah.
That
Give
is
that as a
incredible.
gift. Oh, people thinking it's laced in gold.
I mean, I don't even know what to do with myself on
Me
that.
either.
I'm glad that Pays You did shined out and was really good. I mean, they're a good producer, though. I mean,
They're all good. These are all great wines. The only one in here the one that finished what I thought would be the last was, because based on our conversation, what you guys brought was going to be the Coppola, and it didn't. That's the shocker. But they're all great wines.
Yeah.
I mean, on their own, they're fantastic. It's just that's what I love about doing blinds. You think you think something's better just because of maybe what you paid for it or the label on the front,
Right.
And it's not always the case. We do the same thing in whiskey, all the time. So the best way to see what you really like, what you really enjoy, what's really good to your palate, is to taste things blind. And if you're not doing blinds, you probably should be.
Yeah, because you may be way overspending.
Yep.
So
Clearly we all are.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of how I'm going to go home and sell all the wine in my wine refrigerator and
Go buy Claret.
stock up on Claret.
You guys are going to see me tomorrow like, he just bought 4 cases.
Hey, you're going to go to Kroger and get your 20% discount.
HEB.
Okay.
It's $12.99 at HEB. Just a little tip for you. That's what she said.
Yeah.
That bottle, I think, is $12, $11.99 at Total Wine. And you get 10% off if you buy 6. So,
Are you...
pretty good deal.
Yeah. I don't know if
Dude,
I can
what
bring
is
myself
wrong?
to do it. but
Like, this is weird.
Solid little bottle.
Craziness.
All right, well, that's it for today's episode.
Yeah. I guess I'm just going to hang it up. Yeah. Because...
You're just continuing to be educated.
Yeah, apparently.
I almost got that wine, educated guess.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go back to vodka.
Oh,
You know the other bottle that I almost put in here. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Freak Show.
I like me some Freak Show.
Me too.
the wine or...
Are we talking about wine?
Or that time you went to Mexico.
You can call Sandra Mexico. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Food, Wine, and Whiskey. And until our next episode, enjoy your next pour. Freak Show.
Freaks.